Welcome everyone. Today I'm showing you the new Volkswagen Touareg Facelift, which is coming right now at the end of 2014. The new facelift, firstly, of course, as it is always, includes new headlights in the front, and we also got new rear taillights. The headlights are now serial in beak xenon, and you also got the 8-speed automatic transmission from the serial production. What else is new? Well, there's a new diesel beneath the hood. It's the V6, the famous V6 diesel, which is about 90% of the sales here in Europe, and also a quite good percentage of the sales in North America already. This new V6 here has 262 horsepower, and in America it will come with a little bit less horsepower. But however, it should consume less fuel, 6.6 liters on 100 kilometers, they say. We're going to test it here now today, and we're showing you more details on this new facelift, which is exactly in this color, leaf blue. Very beautiful, I think. The new front grille consists of 4 vertical lines here, and they stress the broadness of the car, and which is very beautiful, I think. You see here, they are carried over into the headlights, and that's a very special point the designers have stated here. Maybe you have already realized some chrome elements at the front, and they are carried over here at the side profile. This is an all-new chrome and style package. It's only 1,000 euros, so not that expensive for some style packages, which are usually rather expensive. Here we got a 19-inch alloy then, and there are also 20-inch chrome alloys available. I can show you at another car, at the V8 car. They really fit to this car, but then they cost 3,000 euros extra. So if you want to have the nice chrome patch and don't want to spend too much money, you should only pick this chrome and style exterior package. So this is the V8 here now, and we got this Metropolitan 20-inch alloys. They really fit to the chrome package. So beautiful, so shiny, and so expensive. In other words, the chrome package continues here at the rear. We got the chrome here, and also the line is carried just around the car, and also the tailpipes are in chrome. As for the interior, we also got some minor changes here. For example, they have worked on the buttons, and they are very nicely built here now. They have this milled structure here, and so they add more to this quality feeling here. Because you remember, the Touareg should be the one that can also go off-road, but also is approaching the luxury level. You know, there are the sister models, Porsche Cayenne and Audi Q7. And I think with this new trim here, also you see the new wooden elements, there are new wooden styles available. I think it is stepping up a little bit, and maybe Porsche Cayenne or Q7 customers could think, oh, I could pay a little bit less, but still have a very luxurious car here. And finally, Volkswagen is very proud of this new V6 TDI. The old one with 204 horsepower is still available to have a lower entry level, 52,000 euros here in Germany. The new one here sets the base level on 55,000 euros, but it has the same consumption as the other one with far more less horsepower. So this will be very interesting. For example, they have included a sailing function. That means that when you're rolling, the engine is kind of unclutched and is not running, and so you save fuel. We're going to test that now here on our short test ride. When driving here now, well, the first impression you get, we also got from the static exterior, it's very luxurious. So I think Volkswagen is really stepping up the level here. And also these new buttons, they really remind us of Audi with the milled structure here. So it seems that Volkswagen comes closer to Audi here. Then about the new engine, well, when you're like accelerating from 0 to like 40, 50, you don't really feel such a difference. But when you, for example, here on the motorway and maybe change lanes or something like that and want to go from 100 kilometers to 120, then you really feel that there's more torque now, 580 Newton meters of torque, and that really helps you in comparison to the old engine. So, well, if it is really consuming the same amount of fuel than the other one, well, why not? And we're testing the fuel consumption here right now. At the moment I got 8.6 liters, that would be 2 liters more than the stated one. Of course it will drop down a little bit more when I'm driving longer on the motorway, and it will maybe rise when I'm on my way inside the city. However, the overall seating comfort is just superb, I must say. The Touareg is, for me, is one of the most comfortable cars ever, I think. I could imagine going everywhere now, and no matter how long it takes, really. Very, very good leather seats, and also for tall people I can just recommend it. So if you have any problems with your back riding a car, you should maybe go for the Touareg, be it now the facelift or not. I've told you this car here is reef blue, and I really love this color because I like blue colors when you can really see it is blue, and it's also warming my heart when I see just this blue mirror caps here. But there's also another color, and there's some new colors, and I can show you also some driving scenes from sand gold. This is also a quite famous color now. What I really love is the air suspension we got in here, and it is 2,700 euros extra, so quite a lot actually, but of course there's also a lot of technical stuff behind it. First of all, just when doing the road driving, you got this very, very smooth feeling from the suspension. It's really like riding a carpet. That feels so good. So if you go for the Touareg, I would definitely always pick the air suspension. Be it as expensive as it is, but it just gives you this extra feeling when driving. Also for off-road, you can have 30 centimeters more freedom at the bottom of the car. And so if you want to go do some off-road riding, the air suspension also helps you very much in that case. The so-called sailing function you can best see when you're looking at the revolutions at the left side. There it is. When you leave the throttle, you see the revs go down, and that means the engine is not running anymore and the car is just sailing. There it is again. About the multimedia system, you got a very clear screen, and also the reaction times are very fast. So if you pick something else here, good response. And you also got the buttons down here, for example if you want to connect your phone, and you can also pick the climate here, also via the touchscreen. Also heated steering wheel, which is very nice in the winter times. And it's also possible to change the temperature right below here. So you got both options, whatever you like. Furthermore, here car setup, nice for off-road driving. Also the compass in here, or traffic information. Now we want to do some off-road riding with the 2015 Touareg. You can see we are already 25 centimeters higher now from the suspension. 30 centimeters is the absolute maximum with this air suspension, but we don't need the whole 30 centimeters here. 25 are enough. And now let's see what off-road capabilities this car has. And well, it's raining already, so that it's not good for us for filming, but good, of course, to see the off-road capabilities. We got several off-road possibilities here. The simple off-road mode and the low mode. That means we got the low range, the off-road gear reduction. That's very important here for off-road driving, especially when you got steep hills. And then we got different differential locks. This one is here a central differential lock and also central plus rear differential lock. At the other side we can decide how high we really want to go. This one is here at 25 centimeters higher now, and if I were to push it right, it would even go higher. If you may be thinking when going on road, okay, I'm putting my suspension higher to have even more comfort. That's a wrong thought, because you have less suspension then to even out the bumps. So when you're going on the road, you should just pick the normal niveau and really leave this higher suspension with the air suspension for the off-road driving. Now we're going downhill. Whoa. That is really steep here. Oh, no. Now I'm leaving the brake and the vehicle is automatically braking down. That is a downhill assistant. Wow, that was very impressive. The next exercise is a ground clearance. Now we went up to the maximum of 30 centimeters ground clearance here, and the most important when going off-road is that you always have to go very slow. Now we see, because it's kind of like a whoops now, like in motocross. We hear, by the way, from the parking assistant, we hear the beeps. Then we can slowly go over these whoops. The car really feels great when going off-road. Can't say anything else. By the way, it is sometimes a little bit a problem to trust the downhill assistant, for me at least. But when you can see here, we got the green symbol here, and when this one is flicking, Then you realize, okay, the downhill assistant knows you're going downhill, and then you can really leave the brake. Because when you're having the brakes pressed, then you're doing it all manually. But as soon as you release the brake, and you really have to be brave for that, then the downhill assistant sets in and you can just trust the car. Now we have put in both differential locks, and the reason is because we're now going, it's kind of like a one hole left and one hole right, but separated. And now one wheel, now the right rear wheel is in the air, and so when the differential is locked we can still have traction and go further. Of course, very slow again. It's very it's almost like a ballet here. By the way, we soon will do this off-road course again and pick a different color for the car to film it, that you can also see some more colors. Next discipline is hill climbing. When you look forward, it almost looks like you're riding a wall. But of course, I think it will be no problem for the Touareg, even if it goes swap slowly. And what we're going to try out now is also the hill holding assistant. When I'm leaving the throttle, now you see I rolled a little bit back and then the assistant set in and held the car, even if I didn't press the brake. So even if you're not that experienced with off-road driving, you can do it with the Volkswagen Touareg. And that's very nice, I think, because nowadays not everyone has so much experience in off-road driving, because, well, where can you really learn this experience? And now again downhill. So I have to see the green light when it sets in. Now it hasn't yet. Now it has. I can leave the brake and trust the car. I'm doing kinda nothing now. That's really impressive. But you really have to trust the car. That's something you have to get used to. Now we're turning the car sideways, and you see I could almost pick up flowers here on my left side. It's really incredible because the basic weight of the car is of course very low because of the engine and also all of the other heavy parts, and so it's totally incredible. You could see the ground on the left side and the sea, just the sky on the right side, but it is still possible. So I'm very impressed with the off-road capabilities of this car here. And well, Most of the people won't use it in their everyday driving, but it's good to know that if you really need it, you can go everywhere with this car. And now, through the water, my favorite discipline. Of course, always slow, as always, as off-road. Whoop. And let's take a bath. And by the way, this is a Touareg R-Line exterior package with some nice sporty details. So, to sum this car up for you, the new Volkswagen Touareg Facelift, well, the car is even more beautiful now, and still it is rather short of the full-size SUV, but I think you don't really need more than 4.80 meters. So it's shorter than the Q7 and also way more cheap than the Porsche Cayenne. I would go for the Touareg because it has the best price performance ratio in this kind of class. It is already very exclusive and luxurious on the inside, which I like pretty much. I would definitely go for the air suspension because you have this very great ride on the road then. And of course we've also seen that the off-road capabilities are just superb. So this is actually one of my dream cars. You know, I'm a convertible fan as well, but if the roof is closed, I would, I think, go for the Touareg nowadays.